this one. It's two little girls blowing bubbles, and then I found this picture in another book of two little girls blowing bubbles. And I added some bubbles here with a stamp that I have. That is from this book, Vagabond's House. It had a lot of really nice illustrations done by the author. Some handmade paper. And it wasn't quite big enough, so I just stitched a little extra paper onto it. This is some of that German scrap. It comes with lots of little pictures all connected together, and then you just have to do a little bit of trimming on them. I think the images are really sweet. And here is an old birthday card. And these are nice because you can open them up right on the inside too. This is a neat little card too that opens up. Another page from that baby book. Really sweet. This page I turned into a pocket and put this little tag I made in there with some stitched on sari silk. That's the first signature, and here's the second one. This was a page from the Coast Guard manual, which talked about uniform regulations, and so I put this magazine cutout of a little girl getting a new dress. This little envelope has a watch crystal in it. Some more. There's a page from the butterfly book. A page that was kind of uninteresting, so I took a piece of a old magazine ad and stitched it on there just to make it more interesting. This page just had a lot of text, so I sewed a piece of tea-stained paper on there for extra writing space. Some more of the Chinese poetry. A little greeting card, which I cut open, so there's more writing space, and I forgot to put a little tag on there, so I will do that. Maybe some little hearts. This is a little corner tuck spot made out of some paper cloth and an image from an old magazine that I sewed to some Tim Holtz paper. And here's a tag with some stitching and some silk. Picture from an old encyclopedia. Another page from the Coast Guard manual. I glued her on. This pocket's made from an envelope, and inside is a postcard from the Danmore Hotel in Portland, Oregon. I used to live there in Portland. Tim Holtz washi tape with butterflies. Okay, the last signature on this page, I glued this little piece of cityscape picture from a old magazine at the top there, and then I took it to my sewing machine and just stitched in the rest of these, what I imagined the trees might look like, and added this die cut and some stamping. I thought that came out nice, and it looks good on this side too, I think. Still looks like a bare tree with a tree stamp. This pocket has a little tag I made. I wanted to try using waxed paper, so I glued a little bird picture, or stitched, I should say, this onto some paper, and then just put wax paper all around it and stitched it up. Came out okay. Stitched on some extra writing paper here. So, from that Garden Flowers in Color book. Beautiful flower images in that book. And here is a greeting card, part of a greeting card. It flips open for writing, and then it also is a pocket to hold some note paper. The signature of the author of the book. There were several of his books in this thrift store, and I have others that I'm going to use also as journal covers. Some little hearts. So lots of times, if a page has mostly text, I like to glue a little something extra on there. This is from a fairy tale book and from a greeting card. Just cut that out and glued it on. There's the author of the book, Don Blanding. Here's just a little stitched notepad. Just add a little extra writing space in there. I just sewed down the middle with my sewing machine. Another flower image from that flower book. And there it says Pau, which in Hawaiian means finished, so that's pretty much the end of this journal. And just want to thank all my viewers and the people who write comments. I really appreciate your comments. I love to hear from you, so if you have any comments, I do try to reply to all of them. I appreciate it. Thank you.